Hey, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean High Readings, and we are going to do another one. I almost said Kiki Bohemi. I was like, wait, pause. What am I? Okay, recorded video. So let's go ahead and look at the crystals here because I know you want to pick them and go to your timestamp. I haven't been chatting as much as I used to at the beginning of my videos, huh? So y'all let me know if you want to do more chatting time. I've just been trying to get these videos out for y'all. But thank you so much for the love and the support. Welcome to everybody who's a new subscriber. Yay! And welcome back to all my OG Divine Rebels. Hey, 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 hey. We're going to do a video today to see how much of ourselves is authentic personality and how much is like trauma or other programming. You know, we're coming off of the full moon in Libra. Okay, we're just a few degrees past it. It's the next morning, and we have moon just getting past but still in opposition to Jupiter, and it's just making me think of these things as we go into the Scorpio moon. I actually have a lot of like hard knock kind of videos and deprogramming kind of videos I've been recording, so I'll try to sprinkle them out mixed in with other things for y'all so you have a variety. But that's where this, the origin of this comes down to right now, why I'm doing it. It was in my list. I have lists and lists and lists of ideas for readings, and this was one of them. So this is what we're doing here. We have a lot of options, 9 options apparently. Did I put, wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have 6 options, so I'm gonna have to remove a row of crystals. Sorry. So just consider these as a grouping. Okay, I got excited. I just realized I put out more crystals than I had piles. So we have black tourmaline, and this has like some other growth on it, so you can consider it like a double crystal itself. We have blue jean quartz, or just blue quartz. We have selenite, big hunka chunka. Well, that's what they call it in these streets. We have labradorite here, which is gorgeous. Showing off for you guys today. This is the labradorite that won't always shine on screen for whatever reason. No matter how I get the lighting, it just sometimes it's like, nah, I'm good. So today is showing out. Hey, putting that leg out. Okay, anyways, it's being goofy, y'all. We have I call it my ocean sunstone because I found it in the ocean, okay, as well. We have Charoite and a Aventurine heart. For this pile, we have red Jasper heart and escaping here, Snowflake Obsidian heart. So go ahead and pick one of these 6 options, and I will see you on your timestamp. All right, for those of you who chose this tourmaline, I love this. It's so cute. I got a whole bunch of rough tourmaline and rough selenite and was, putting new grids around the house with it and everything and doing different things. And, they're so unique, certain pieces that I got, and I really appreciate them all. So grateful, and I love the crystal you chose. So let's go ahead and see how much of your personality is authentic, authentic you, and how much is trauma stuff and things we can deprogram. And there's a purpose. Just like this full moon in Libra, we want to release falsity. We want to release any kind of forced imagery and personality that's coming from, facade society is encouraging us to, or whatever it may be, okay? And of course, from traumatic experiences. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Queen of Swords, Libra card, the Throne of Truth. All right, so you do have some energy already that's saying, hey, this part of this is just straight up organic me, okay? Others reversed. Connection. Move your little crystal there. Apprehension. We have some of these. We'll flip them over in a moment. Animal connection reverse. Terms and conditions. Whale. Storm. X's. All right. And then let's just wait a second. I'll do those. Okay. This looks really good in a lot of ways. For sure, because whale is soul energy. Storm energy also is very authentic to me. Like if a storm is blowing through, it's a storm. Like a hurricane isn't over here like, sometimes they do kind of sneak attack and stuff, but that's also characteristics of how hurricanes can move. Even when they're acting a little bit differently than full-blown hurricane, they're still being characteristic to a hurricane, right? They're not over here like pretending to be something they're not. So I feel like you guys have a lot of raw authenticity. The Queen of Swords is like that, period. And with others reversed here, it's like showing you can be connected to others, but We're not like being every other bee in the hive. We're making sure that we stand out. Now, I do see sometimes with stress, what can trigger you to act outside yourself can be that fight or flight stuff. You can go into kind of animalistic vibrations as far as, you know, like surviving on the planet, caveman energy, Aries first house, gotta survive, gotta make myself be seen. So you really do have polarized Aries and Libra energy in your chart. You might look at your first house, your seventh house, where Aries Libra axis is crossing in your chart, okay, your natal chart. And also something that can trigger you is things with exes. So when you cut people off, you have to find that boundary of, you start off doing it because you're authentic, you're listening to your spirit, and you're respecting yourself. But sometimes you can get caught up by others if you maintain connections once you've determined that they're not healthy for you, or if you keep looking on the social medias and stuff, or maybe you keep someone around so that you're like, oh, well, I kind of need them in relation to certain ambitions that I have. When you start doing those kind of things, it triggers you into this fight or flight. It triggers you into this like I gotta win at all costs, or I have to savagely protect myself to an even higher degree beyond the Queen of Swords. And that's when you can start really going into a place that is not, excuse me, I got a hiccup. Sometimes hiccups and sneezes happen when I channel. A place that is not authentic to you personally, okay? So terms and conditions. It could be very good. It might sound a little strange, but it could be good for you to have like concrete rules that you give yourself when you are like breaking up with friends, when you're cutting people off, when you're dealing with exes. And just say, because this is logical energy, so your spirit and personality will respond to this. Even if you're a bit of like, free spirit or whatever, it's saying if you give yourself where you say, maybe you write down a degree of how someone may betray you, and then you say, like, these are my terms and conditions. If you cheat, I will not let you back in my life, because when I do that, I become someone who's not me. I accept negative lies. I start lying to myself. You know what I mean? There's something here where you guys being very logical and kind of having a list. Libra and Virgo are those signs that make lists. But it can really help. Some of you have that kind of Aquarian Capricorn energy as well. It can really help you. Maybe you're balancing yourself out, and those are your polar opposite signs, okay? Because we do have Pisces here, Scorpio energy. We definitely have strong Aquarius energy, Aries here. Some Gemini energy. All right. So this is saying, you don't want to let yourself get into high peaks of anxiety, because this is what it shows me. You get triggered by survival things. You get triggered by betrayals and being around people that that they have negative, like coming for you, gonna steal what's yours. It's kind of this thing like when people are like, I don't care if you suffer. That is what really triggers you to be someone you're not. When you can tell that maybe they're trying to mess up your business, the way you get your food, the way that you take care of your body, and they're coming for your self-esteem, just those kind of things, it really, really does shake you in a way that changes how you interact for yourself. All right, takes you out of your queendom a little bit, out of this Queen of Swordsdom, okay? So this is the best thing to do, is have where you say, and this is also saying, cut your karmic contracts. Like, don't be too understanding when it, like, so that we keep drawing out a contract. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I know sometimes I sound a little scattered, but it's because I'm getting new, like I'm channeling, getting new information all the time. Ooh, okay. Little trigger warning, Selena, okay? They're showing me, with Selena, so she was killed ultimately by her manager, who had approached as a fan. All right, had approached as a fan. Selena also was Aries, approached as a fan and wanted to be the head of the fan club, and then slowly started getting more power, and then would exhibit showing destructive tendencies to other people around Selena. They would like what would she do? She would destroy people's clothes, like fashion and stuff, which is still within the energies I'm seeing in your reading. Just different things, because she had boutiques and stuff that she was doing. And so she ended up messing around with paperwork, terms and conditions here, and not giving her what she needed for her taxes, and lured her on the grounds of that. She even at one point lied and said that she had been assaulted when she had not, to trigger compassion from her. And when they found out that wasn't true, it was kind of like, okay, like last straw, I need my paperwork, like terms and conditions. And when she found she could tell there was nothing else that she could lie and trigger her with, she ultimately shot her. So they're showing me this example. I know it's very visceral. And this is basically the energy, the trauma level energy that you guys feel when you're going through betrayals and trickery. And it's just like here, what they were bringing me to is cut it off quick. That person, that murderer of Selena, kept finding ways to drag things out, kept using paperwork and, the access that to the fan club and all these other things as a way, see the roses here, to get to her beautiful high vibrational energy and try to bring her down and keep claws in. And it's saying that people really do that. They try to draw you back in. They try to make you be at this low vibrational level. They try to trigger you into that because you're a stunning person. With Whale in the Storm, you are a stunning soul. Okay, you change everything that's around you. You stir things up. And you know what it's saying too with terms and conditions? That is enough for your soul contracts a lot of the time. As long as you're getting your knowledge and wisdom and you're continuing to grow and move away from the toxicity, nurture yourself. It's like you pack them a soul lunch. They can figure it out. Okay, they can eat that little soul food that you left for them. You don't have to stay in the toxic connection and feel like, oh no, this person's I'm responsible for them. Let me try to give them another chance. Maybe I have to fix it for them. Because when you do that, you're putting yourself in situations that are not authentic to yourself, and you're risking your own destruction to a certain level. And for some of you, it can be very dire, because they gave me a very intense example. And animalistic energies reversed is not good, especially with terms and conditions, because this could be tough. Like, this could be that you end up going through abuses that actually create negative karma that somebody then owes you. So, you don't need to go through that. You're not anybody's punching bag. Okay. You're a beautiful soul. Your Akashic records, your higher vibrations, where you want to ascend to in your life path, everything. Okay. Let's see what these ones say here. Next lifetime. Yeah. Don't be unauthentic for attention. Unauthentic is when you're beyond inauthentic. Okay. So it's saying don't do that for attention. Continues. Yeah. They're saying here, continue the marathon. Okay. Because sometimes we're continuing karma and they don't want that for you. They don't want you to have to be, if you find yourself not being yourself around certain people, if you find yourself going places that aren't you, not like, oh, I'm exploring because spirit's having me grow. That's cool. You know what I'm talking about here. Like, this is not you to be going through the gigs like this. This is not you to be speaking this way, being talked to this way, being handled this way. This is inauthentic, and someone just wants your attention and won't stop. Or we're getting triggered into wanting other people's attention at all costs. So another side, I have to talk about it, is on this side, some of you have issues with anger, even some kind of violence or something like this. When you don't get the attention you want, you might create partnerships or seek partners and friends who will allow you to have those kind of behaviors. Reminds me of when two Aries date each other and they're like, well, we both are mean and aggressive to each other, so it's okay, but it's really not. It's still something they need to work on, right? To that level. So this is saying there are many things you can heal this lifetime. You don't have to wait to feel yourself or to be on the higher expression of your zodiac energy, zodiacal energy, your personality, okay? And you're meant to continue a good, healthy life. You're not meant to be taken out by this, okay? So if you feel a little embarrassed because you're like, yeah, I have let these people bring me down or get to me, or if you feel like, man, I've really made some mistakes, I've been pretty toxic, this is saying that's exactly what this reading is for. So we can identify, look, this isn't me. Like, what is this? Oh, this is this toxic, outfit I used to wear. I don't want to wear that anymore. That's not my authentic soul. Let me cut that off. Okay, let's cut the cords with that and release it. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. And I'm getting applause, so I feel like Spirit wants to applaud people who are like, thank you for listening to the reading, like, good job, you're growing, you're doing great, and continue to take care of yourself. Okay, bye. All right, for those of you who chose the blue jean quartz, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So how much of yourself is authentic personality and how much is trauma? We're just going to look and see what is revealed here. Seven of Swords, escape, moon in Aquarius. Okay, some of you could be moon in Aquarius or have strong Aquarian energies. You could have moon in the 7th house or the 11th house. Okay, story reversed. Timing reverse. You guys are the type that's like, I'm biding my time to be who I am. I can see that already. TikTok. You got timing reverse and TikTok reverse. This is about timing in the clock, but also it could be on TikTok or social media apps that you're not authentically being yourself as much as you could. Okay. Maybe this group could be that you're rebelling against people telling you you can't be yourself, but you're still kind of waiting to give yourself your flowers and actually be who you are. Discernment, education, caravan, rabbit. Okay, and then we'll pull these in a minute. All right, so I feel like for this group, what I'm seeing here, you guys know your authentic self. I think for most of you, you definitely know your authentic self. And you're like, I'm amazing. This reading better say I'm amazing, Himi. All right. But it's, you know what the energy is? Some people could be LGBT, but you're not out, or you're still figuring out your identifiers, your gender expression, your attraction, all that kind of stuff. Because what I'm seeing here is kind of the energy of someone who's like, I'm in the closet, but I'm aware why. I'm aware why I got to maneuver like that. But wait until I get out of school. Like, wait until I leave for college. Okay, it's over. It's over because I'm coming out. I'm coming out everything out the closet and out these clothes. Okay, gonna have a new wardrobe, new me. I'm gonna finally express who I am. So I feel like for this group, you're biding your time. You're waiting for some reason, and you're saying, you know, I'm joining. You're starting to join in and seek more and more people who maybe are similar to you, or you're like seeking out those who are going to let you, that you perceive are going to let you be your authentic self. You're starting to seek out those who support you more, those who are on a higher soul, educational level, higher emotional IQ, things of that nature, spiritually aware. But it looks like we're still not all the way telling your story. We're still not all the way living as who you really are. This group could be where you're not fully showing who you are on social media. Maybe there's kind of almost the energy of like rebellion, though. It's kind of like, because the world is this way, or because my situation is this way, or because this platform moves this way, I will opt to wait to show who I am until I am ready. But best believe I am knowing who I am. I'm figuring out who I am. I'm very smart about this. I will connect with my right, soul group, and I will give myself my flowers. So I do feel like here the message would be like, don't burn out too much time not living as who you are externally, even though you could have a very deep relationship with yourself, who you are internally. Now, one thing that could slow down some of your time is the stories you tell yourself. Because we're in the Seven of Swords, we're still thinking about being in the aspect of war, right? Because traditionally the Seven of Swords is trying to steal their peace, basically, from the people who are at war, or they're trying to steal the whatever they've weaponized. They're trying to steal that and leave the enemy at peace. So there's still this energy at war. There's still this energy of having to be low key. It says escape. I have to escape the situation. We're still plotting how we can get away from what doesn't serve us into what does. So this is saying, don't waste too much time or utilize too much time on that phase of just the escape plan. You want to get to the laughing in the sunset. You know what I mean? Laughing in the Ten of Cups energy, okay? Because there's so much more to your story, and some of you have really paused your story as you are still trying to kind of protect yourself, be covert. With rabbit energy here, we can overly nest in as everyone's like, okay, board the train, let's go, time to go to the next stop, trying to ride it into the sunset. With rabbit energy, we can be like, ooh, but I am kind of comfortable here. I do feel safe here. I'm nervous about the big open because I know how people are. And so we can take too much time and potentially miss some of our, rides into the next level that we want to be at, okay? It said, go ahead now. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. See, you guys are like, I think it's a red flag and I need to stop because it looks like a stop sign. But it says, go ahead now, right? And it's actually not a full stop sign. It said dismiss it. Oh my gosh, you're getting colors. Like, you guys think I need to be cautious. I need to stop with the colors we have here from the signs. And they're saying, no, go ahead now. Dismiss all of this that isn't yours. Warm your heart up. All right, warm your heart up. We could have Gemini, Capricorn. We could have Sagittarius here. We can have Aquarius here for sure. And those are the strongest signs I'm getting. Cancer, Year of the Rabbit, of course. We could have Pisces. in this group. But whatever energy that we have here, it's saying to really give yourself a lot of love, nurturing, respect, a lot of blessings, and not just behind the scenes, but out living your life, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. Hey, for those who chose Selenite, let's go ahead and get into your reading. How much of your personality is your authentic personality, and how much could be some trauma or other programming that we just want to get on out of here, okay? Get scared, go off the porch so you can be your best self, okay? Because we need you shining, we need you thriving. That's for sure. Okay, Temperance, yes. Okay, all right, I see you. Beautiful energy. So we know at least part of your energy is spectacularly you. All right, look, it's got me tongue-tied over here. Gorgeous. This card is also called Art in the 12th Tarot system, and we see that version of it here creating something. I love that this person is their own signs and synchronicity, so you guys can be very tied to your higher self. The whole time I've been like laying out the whole cards first before I really start, but for yours, I'm just like stunned by your first card already. We have Fire and Sagittarius, Jupiter energy in this card. Let's go ahead and pull some more out and then we'll chat. Woke AF, yes. What? Not y'all just coming out, sashaying into the reading, strutting, okay, into the reading. A. Making perfect. You said, look, I'm perfect. Now calm down now. Calm down. No, hype yourself up. Hype yourself up. Community. They're like, hey, look. We're learning, we're growing, we're doing amazing things. I didn't look at these, so I don't know. Protection reverse, no reverse, but this says it's on. So your nose, you guys are good alchemists. You're good manifestors, transmuters. You're good at practicing what you say. I love that you have practicing what you preach, right? You have the Pisces energy of like woke, but then you have Virgo energy saying no, daily, like devotion wise, I put my hours in, like I practice what I'm about. Okay, I walk it how I talk it. Look at the strut. I walk it how I talk it. Bam. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, goes this way. Happy is reversed. So we got a little we can talk about there. We have Zebra, which is same as Temperance energy. And Spirit. Wow, with the y'all. You picked the right crystal too, Selenite. I didn't coordinate anything. I didn't look at any cards. Nothing. I didn't match crystals up with a pile that felt like them. None of that. Okay, none of that. So the little birds are coming over here too, to the porch. So wow, y'all have spectacular energy, beautiful energy. It's like were you a guide? Okay, earth angel vibes, that whole thing. Spiritual, open crown chakras. You guys probably are readers and psychics and intuitives and all of that. You could be very connected to the earth as well. You could definitely be connected with your muses and be very, very talented. I think here you guys do a wonderful job. Literally, you do soul alchemy and emotional alchemy to transmute things that have been disgustingly awful that you've been through or whatever, and to make them good. You open up doorways when trauma says, no, you can't do that. No. I'm going to give you signs and synchronicities from me. You're like, I can recognize that. That's not my vibration. Goodbye. Yes, it's on. Let's go. All right. So the areas of improvement is to say to enjoy your happiness. Okay. And the reason you might not sometimes let yourself to feel your happiness for yourself as much as you try to provide it for everyone else is because you don't always feel protected. You don't feel, because you're very sensitive, even though you're like intensely protective just from your own like spiritual wisdom alone, you are very protected. And then you see spirit is literally around you, and this says spirits of like from around the world. You have all different kinds of spirits. Some of you are very, I mean, everyone's kind of mixed to a certain degree, but some of you are very, very mixed. Like you know that you're straight up like I don't know, Irish Colombian or something. So you have like very distinct maybe different spiritual backgrounds that you come from, but it's saying that you have favor from both or all of them. Okay, something of this nature. You guys connect with the earth. Okay, you have this for walking in a good way and being very respectful and very loving. So this is like, I want to kind of pull another card there too. This is like, don't fall into the trap of thinking you're not protected. I think what it is that your own wings are so strong. The spirit lets you take the wheel yourself. Okay, spirit lets you figure things out. Yeah, death card reverse. So they're saying this is something for a while that's been holding you back, and it keeps you from taking yourself to even the next level sometimes. It could be that you guys even outgrew some of your soul plans. Like you already checkmarked them. So it's kind of like, whoa, I didn't think I was gonna do this good. It's like when you're worried about like scoring well on a test, and then not only do you ace the test, but your teacher asks you, do you want to go to the advanced class? And you're like, wait, what? I passed the test, and do I want to go to the advanced class? Okay, this is a lot right now. I'm proud of myself. This is a lot. Am I ready for that? Am I ready? Should I keep a tutor on lock at all times? Can I do it myself? And they're like, yes, you can handle it. You can handle going to the advanced class and doing independent studies. This is the energy for you guys. Okay, you could still be in school, collegiate stuff, or just eternally seeking out information and learning. Okay, let's get these here. Moisturize, let it simmer. Yes, sir. So you guys are trying to figure out, look at these beautiful colors here. I love it. You guys are trying to figure out, should I dive in? Okay, because right now you're staying keeping things a little dry because you're worried about getting in over your head. Um, or should I just kind of let it burn? Should I do my alchemy, right? It's like moisture, water, and letting it simmer is putting water and fire together and doing some new alchemy. Yes, sir, that's what you should do. This is creation energy color, sacral chakra color, and it's the color of Jupiter and Sagittarius. So we have all of this going on. So point blank, I think with this reading, although it feels kind of happy and peppy and all over, it's telling you to be happy. It's interesting you guys got these colors that are literally the colors of like your reading. Like Jupiter is aqua Pisces colors and orange Sagittarius. You got those. And then we have this happy solar plexus leonine energy that wants to come out. And you got that as well. So these could be power colors for you. And here they're blending colors and like making magic and stuff from them. So I think color therapy and color healing could really help encourage you. You might be surprised how much it will help you gain confidence and help you feel protected. You guys could be, I've told you before, I used to wear an orange, that I had this really slick orange jacket that had these aqua stripes down it. It was fly, okay? People were always stopping me for that. But I felt so empowered, and I would carry a carnelian, which is orange as well. And I always had like aquamarine on me and amethyst and stuff, Pisces crystals. So, but it really did help me like intensely, that color energy healing and those crystals to feel protected, to really let my aura grow out in itself. And I'd also use tiger's eye, which really matches these yellows. So you guys might do something like that. Make a little crystal pack for yourself. Dress in some kind of power colors that like embolden you but also soothe you, just so you can remember it's okay for me to let my happiness out. I'm safe in these streets, okay? I'm safe in these streets. I'm safe as I go about fighting love. I'm safe, as I go to the wedding and have to deal with these family members and these ex-friends, whatever it is, okay? Beautiful energy as you travel. But Spirit says we're going to continue to go many places. You guys are probably going to travel the world, and you probably do in your astral and stuff. But okay, I'm going to let you go. Your energy is so beautiful and amazing. I appreciate y'all. So keep on being your authentic self because you are doing great. You're making perfection, okay, happen. That's what I see. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose the gorgeous Labradorite and the Ocean Sunstone combo here, let's go ahead and see your answers here to the question, how much of yourself is your personality with all authenticity, okay? And how much is kind of a trauma response or programming? Let's go. We have 3 of Swords reversed. See, sometimes the reversals, y'all, don't just shrink away from reverse cards. I know a lot of tarot beginners, if they see a reverse card in a pick a pile or whatever, they won't choose it. And because of that, these were going to be the ones I showed on top, and I put them underneath just so it wouldn't distract anyone. And I was thinking that some cards in tarot are actually way better reversed. 3 of Swords is definitely one of them, okay? For sure. We definitely want that reverse to come and go into healing. So you guys could be going into a lot of healing. We have Saturn in Libra here, but you're getting free from the restrictions of that, which is exactly the point of the reading and the timing that I did this astrologically, was to heal and release from any pains of the Libran energy. Yeah, so let's keep on going. I'm liking this already. Completion, options reverse. Let's see, results. We have footprint, chest, footprints and chest. We'll put these over here. Spirit realm reversed, home reversed, and recharge reversed. All right, so I would say you guys are very much on the path. You're going to get the results. Do you see how we have result and completion? What? but you're definitely on the journey. And Labradorite deals with journeys. It helps us with deep spiritual, like introspective journeys. And we have this here with the footprints. It helps us to go into our energy field and release and eject what is not for us, the things that we no longer want to be options. Helps us recharge, feel home and secure and grounded and whole in our energy field. So here it's saying there's still a lot of energetic work that you need to do in this group, but we can see the finish line and you're definitely getting there. Okay, we can see how we found what was, breaking your heart, what is messing with your personality and your authenticity. We're pulling those swords out. We're putting band-aids on things. We're healing. Isn't it so interesting? You got chest and the heart. Like literally, maybe some of you literally underwent some kind of surgery or had something going on with your heart, and got opened up. But metaphorically here and spiritually and emotionally, there's the energy of having just been cracked wide open, or however viscerally, you felt opened up by others, and, having to then heal and pull some things out there and get that energy away. So for this group, you still need a lot of resting time. You're still in the recuperation phase, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You still need to spend a lot of time with your spiritual forces, having journey work, all right, putting good medicine in what you are cutting off and away, okay? What can happen as we're healing is sometimes we can allow the same things to come back or kind of new issues to crop up. So think of it as you're recovering from surgery, but if we don't tend to our bandages and wounds and put our healing balms and, all that kind of thing, take our medicine, we could perhaps get a new infection, right? Knock on wood for anything, even as an example. But that's the kind of energy. So a lot of times people forget it. The healing is not just the being calm part, and it's not just the fierce cutting off things part. It's both of those. And it's also making sure we put a lot of love, and we put, like, energetically, spiritually, as you're healing, you have to put a lot of good energy in what you do want. Whenever you've removed something spiritually, energetically, emotionally that you don't want, you have to teach your energy what to do. And it's like putting this battery in there, right? Like, no, I'm going to be charged up now. I'm going to feel safe and secure in my home and body. I'm going to really lean into the positive energies of my spirit connection. All right. I'm not going to pull away from the spiritual world because I got overwhelmed and, things are stressful in the physical world. I'm going to lean into the positive side even more, and the healing for myself, the protection for myself, the grounding for myself. This is saying that you've definitely been looked after on your journey. The spirit world's been coming down quite a lot, maybe more than they would in other times in your life, or maybe for other people in different ways. They've really been like walking side by side with you. And I'm just getting that every step you take, right? I'll be watching you. Again, I'm like, pan up there. We see, for example, Oshun taking a step and watching, having your back, right? Looking around corners with the mirror in the back. So there's that energy of your deities. And here we see them lifting you up. They're like, we know, we can already see how happy you're going to be when you realize more and more how much you're healed. Some of you will be so happy to hear this message because you're like, exactly, I know I'm healing. Like, I'm so glad to hear how much I'm healing. And I know that I deserve to continue to ground and rest and just grow with my own strength of my spirit. And they're lifting you up so you can get that last star there on the tree. Okay. And really have that outcome you want. Fortune on fleek. You're going to be very blessed on this path. Money path's opening up. Don't slip in all the toxic is reversed. See, y'all are doing really good. Goals are in the way. So there could still be some of your goals that you're trying to make yourself reach that are based upon old programming. So that could be something, your Cancer Capricorn axis with home reverse and Capricorn. Don't try to fit in where you don't need to fit in, and don't try to make yourself achieve certain goals that you just don't need to, because maybe we're still trying to prove something to someone else, or we even really thought we wanted something. We thought that's what we wanted until we got to be ourselves. That happens a lot when people go to college and kind of get away from the influence of family. They realize, I never wanted this, actually. I just wanted to be loved and accepted. And now that I am learning to love and accept myself more as I'm out here being an individual, I realize that I am strong enough and brave enough to choose a different goal, because this goal's in the way of my happiness. So they're encouraging you here. Don't worry about slipping into the negativity. You're going to stay on a healthy path. You're going to do amazing. So now it's just for you deciding where you want that path to go, because they're saying you will achieve it. Whatever you pick for yourself, you will achieve it. So pick something that makes your heart sing, that helps your chest, your heart feel good and happy. Pick something that is you, okay? But you're doing an amazing job. That's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose the Charoite Aventurine combo over here, let's go ahead and see how much of your personality is authentic and how much of it is trauma or programming, external forces, or whatever it may be, okay? So we have the Page of Pentacles reversed, the Home of Ideas. So I can see already we could be struggling with some authenticity for sure, because upright, this card is all about this person being their authentic self. Like they have skill sets, they like do tattoos, they do art prints, they do all this different kind of art. They have their lucky star that they follow for themselves. They are just bold. They have this energy, this swagger of like an emperor, an empress, and they're just a Page of Pentacles. So even as they're learning from jump, they are them. They rock themselves. They have their own vision. They're prepared here to be themselves, and they do it stunningly. They're the person who just at a very young age, they're connected with themselves and they launch into high success because of that. They already know what they want to do. All right. So this reverse says we're having some trouble with that. Let's go ahead and see how we can tap into more of your authentic self and less of the trauma side. Freedom reversed. We have romance reversed here. Broom and candle. We definitely have magical practitioners in this group. Or we could have that you're not accepting your magical lineage or abilities. For sure could be a thing here. Alchemy reversed. So this pile is you're not feeling authentic to yourself right now. Let's break this down for you. Money good. Queen bee. So you guys might also be very distracted by financial gains, prestige, position, ambitions, things of that nature. I think for this group, what I see is that it was kind of your birthright, the inheritance of your gifts and skill sets to be successful at a very young age. For this group, you might feel pressure because you didn't achieve that. Like you guys could have been the person that we read in an article or we see on social media or whatever, where it's like you were 10 years old and you created like a $1 million company or something. Like no lie. You have that magical energy. You have this ability to succeed. You guys could have strong Capricorn somewhere in your chart, maybe your sidereal or your current Western, I guess, chart is in something is in Capricorn in your personal placements, your ascendant or your midheaven. But this is saying like you sense this pressure, like I'm someone who could have been successful very young and I don't feel like I hit those markers the way I wanted to. Therefore, I feel out of sync with myself, and you can go into letting the world program you on how to win, how to be fierce, how to be luxurious, or whatever it is. There's something here where it's saying you're not free. So even if you have a lot of gains right now, like a lot of success, money and stuff, position and everything, prestige, it's saying that you're not really free the way you should be. Okay, for you. Again, maybe to other people, you're like, well, people say I have leisure time. They wish they had my life. We're not talking about them. Okay, and I think with this group, you look a lot at how others look at you. How others, are they respecting me? Do I have this attention? Do I have this reputation? Do I have this feedback that I want? But that's neither here nor there when it comes to your happiness. And that's what I'm concerned about, is how you can live to your fullest. Because this looks like you could be living with way more success than you currently are, with way more freedom and way more connection to your authentic self. So I think it's good that you guys lean into your ability to be a leader, that you accept that you are going to be someone who's seen. You just are. You're going to be someone who will be highly successful. However, none of that needs to come at the sacrifice of your authentic personality, which is great news. You're able to come into new ideas and abundance all the time. This group, I feel like we need to turn your energy up. Okay, we don't want romance or money or any of that to distract you from your authentic self, especially when your authentic self is to be successful in these areas. 100%. This is saying lean into accepting your spiritual gifts. You're a natural alchemist. You're a natural manifester. You're a natural witch, practitioner, root worker. You just are. And I'm talking about like candle magic, okay? So candle magic and brooms, okay? Like all the way. Like you have the ability to be a true magical worker, okay? So this is saying you find your stride with this. Don't worry about others. I don't know, it's kind of strange. It's kind of like in one way you can be caught up in trying to get money in a way that's not healthy, but that is currently socially acceptable, like some kind of attitude about that. And then you could feel bad or guilty to truly use your spiritual gifts and to truly use your talents because maybe you demonize those or others do. So you kind of buy into that or something, okay? Maybe you guys don't have support from a romantic partner. Yeah, confess already. Grace brings grandeur. They are saying be more humble. They're saying be more humble, but be more successful. Be more humble, but be more confident. Be more humble, but again, be authentically confident, authentically supportive of self, authentically knowing that you're a good leader and deserving of abundance really is the thing here, okay? So you guys could be having just greater growth every single new moon. Like that's how much your life wants to thrive and just be very successful. So don't let negative money vibrations, negative social clout, teachings or whatever distract you from just being yourself, because that is when you're going to be the most successful. That's when you're going to have the most clout. That's when you're going to have the most coins and have more freedom to yourself. You're just going to be escaping on the broom doing what it do. Okay, you're going to be working less. So they're saying you're meant to travel more also. You guys could be in a location that is not meant for you. You could be in a relationship that's not meant for you. All right, so there is the need to deprogram your so-called type that you're drawn to. There could be either we're drawn to them for the wrong reasons because we feel like it gets us some gains. Either we're fetishizing that person or drawn to them for the wrong reasons, or we're being attracted to people who are drawn to us for the wrong reasons. So that is somewhere where they want you to have more authenticity as well, okay? Let's see if there's any further advice for this group. Oop. Six of Cups. Yeah, they're saying go back to who you really are. You've always had the ability to thrive. Right now, your path is not leading to happiness. So listen to your dreams. Listen to your soul energy. Remember who you wanted to be as a child. Help reparent yourself. You might have to teach yourself better lessons about how to operate in the world and have success and do your spiritual alchemy, use your spiritual gifts. You might have to get rid of, if you demonize using your psychic gifts or whatever, your magical gifts, because when you're younger, someone else did. This is having to deprogram that. This could also be needing to change the messages you were told about who to go to for relationships, because that's not something that suits you. You could be trying to fulfill other people's love stories or get other people's approval for who you're trying to get, because you see this person as a mark of privilege, success, or whatever it is, but that's not who's going to make you happy and who's meant to be your partner, okay? They're also saying learn to be alone and to be free and to enjoy yourself. You might be like, well, I've been single my whole life. Have you enjoyed it though, right? There's a difference of saying I'm solitary or I'm alone. I'm lonely kind of vibe. Being lonely is not wrong, but if we're lonely because we can't enjoy our own company truly, and we feel like we're missing, we feel like we're empty, and we feel like we have to prove things externally in order to be fulfilled, and we have to get someone externally in order to truly be fulfilled, then we are not just solitary, self-confident, self-esteem filled, loving person, self-loving person. We are somebody who is still in lack and codependency. Codependency is something that takes away from who you are. It's not your authentic personality, even if you have a Libra in your chart, okay? You have the higher vibration of that you're able to really go into. Same for Taurus. There could be some Taurus moons here, Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, where we are clinging to the need of others too much. Same with Leo. We can be going into too much of Leo energy and not appreciating the Aquarian side of things, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. You can use those astrological energies to balance out. Definitely balance your Aquarian energy. Definitely bring in some water energy, some more empath, spiritual energy, compassionate energy to balance out kind of the grind for money and ambitions and physical resources, and that will help you a lot, okay? That's what I'm seeing. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, for those who chose this pile, I'm seeing that you chose Red Jasper and Snowflake Obsidian, right? Good, okay? Maybe some of you are still like, I don't know, Himi, that's what I'm trying to see. Is this the pile I picked? Is this your pile? Did you pick this pile? All right, let's go then. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So let's do this, okay? Arms crossed, let's get it. We got this. Creation, Sun, and Virgo, Eight of Pentacles. I like that they call this card creation, because a lot of times Virgos don't believe in their ability to be creative or to truly create things. They can get nervous about just starting things that aren't yet started in some capacity and seeing it through to end and being like, I did that, right? They can kind of join into other people's workloads or things of that nature. So it's always awesome when someone with Virgo placements was like, I purely thought of this idea, created it, and fulfilled it. So you guys have the ability to do this, all right? Let's see how much personal celebration. Some of you are like, I want to celebrate myself already. You could know that you have some areas to work on, but you are like, I really want to make sure that I appreciate myself because I know I have grown more than where I previously was. Ever evolving. You are so right. Entertaining reverse and innocence reverse. Okay, now let's see. This group, your energy is very interesting. I don't know if you can hear them, but there's sirens. A fire truck just blew his horn. Okay, there's some kind of thing here. You guys have a very high vibe energy on one side, and then you have energy where you are still kind of struggling a little bit with the mundane and a little something we need to talk about. We have entertaining reverse. This has 2 kids on it, and we have innocence reverse. So some of you might have pockets of very high spiritual energy, but then you have other areas where you don't respect yourself and others. Okay, we got to talk about it. All right, it could be because you feel like you have a hard time being in the physical world. You feel like you have a hard time focusing on resources and like trying to get recognition. The birds just sounded off. Can you hear that? I'm trying to see what they're doing. They're fighting. Y'all, there's a group of sparrows and they're fighting right now. As soon as I said you have a hard time in resources and in the physical world, these sparrows just fell down to the bottom of this bush and they're going at it. And here we have this innocent energy, and sparrows are associated with innocence in a way, right? Like the smallest mundane bird who is looked after by the spiritual world, who's seen all the time, who's always around, and just kind of following along day to day in life with us. There's this vibration here that maybe you guys don't have respect for those smaller moments. Here you might not have respect for children, animals. It could be insects, plants. Just it gets to a point that when something is serving you, like when you're like, oh, I get to use this rose, I get to use these crystals, then there's like this appreciation of it. But actually going out, like protecting rose quartz, where it's sourced from, protecting the earth, standing up for yourself, protecting children, you could fall off and not do it. So this could be where when you do follow through, your energy is beautiful to your and very in alignment with your authentic spirit and your higher self. And authentic to even your cultural beliefs and like who you are in your personal identifiers here, saying your birthday, your solar chart, who you are in this body right now in this life. Excuse me. When you are in alignment, you're very much blossoming in that, being very authentic. However, it tends to seem for you that you can very easily get off of your goals. If something goes amiss or awry, you have a bad day, if you get bad financial news, if you don't feel confident in your physical body that day, you could go from this high vibration back to the bottom of the spiral and be like, nothing's sacred, nothing's pure. This whole thing, okay, your trauma can make you feel like, well, if I don't feel sacred and pure and clean or whatever, right? Virgo energy, I don't feel purified. I don't feel that I'm the chosen one. I don't feel like I'm good enough. And I feel like I have this spiritual rap sheet or whatever it is. I feel like I have physical rejection. This could literally be, I feel ugly. I feel unloved. I don't feel like I'm standing out in my culture, in my nation, whatever it is. I feel small. If that happens to me, then nothing feels sacred. And I don't feel like I need to stand up or help anyone. I don't feel like I can. I don't feel like I'm important. So we can go on a downward spiral, all right, in our spiritual evolution and kind of rest at starting place again, all over again, okay? You guys could be definitely heavy earth signs, Capricorn towards Virgo. I feel like Capricorn's that way. And see, it says, I can't rewind. We know that we should speak loving energies, but sometimes you want things that are not for you, or because your wants don't feel met and like what you need. It's kind of like, I don't know that you need it all the time, but you think that you need your wants. And when you don't get them, there's definitely strong Leo here as well. When you don't get that kind of recognition, or when you don't feel like you did as well as others, you just feel like, well, why should I have to help with anything? Why should I have to acknowledge anyone else? Right? I should just do what I want. And that pulls you away from your authentic spirit and your growth and being who you are. And you're someone who's meant to have other people's backs. You're someone who's meant to build up others as you build up yourself as well. You're someone who's meant to have very high soul vibration, like for real, for real. The collective expects it of you. It's how you rock, it's who you are. And again, there's strong cultural and familial dynamics here as well. So when you don't embrace those and honor those and help heal your DNA lineage, heal your people, heal yourself and do better, and you feel like, why should I have to do this? Nothing's pure. That is when you will notice a very discordant energy throughout your life. You'll notice that others respond to you that way. And you might be like, well, I'm still, maybe in your mind you're thinking, I'm still a better person than most people. Like, why am I getting this weird feedback from others as if I'm like a bad person or something? Like, I don't think I'm being a bad person. I'm just focusing on my life. But you're a soul who's meant to do beyond that. You're on the axis of Virgo, Pisces, the way your soul energy is. You might have north-south node on that, either in sidereal or, normal chart or whatever. You might have placements, planetary placements in those, but people expect you to have a super, super high vibrational energy and to know how to be of service to others and to be in alignment with spiritual energy yourself, okay? People also expect you to be compassionate to children and to the earth and to animals and things, and not just have like a lot of avarice and greed and I need to get mine. People expect you to be confident in body and to thrive. Now, other people might tear you down, but the collective feels this because your soul's already done it. These are things your spirit's mastered before. It's already experienced these things before. So when you don't do them, it's so strange. Some of you could be Cancer South Node with a Capricorn North Node. So when you're not being nurturing, when you're not being caring, you're not meant to run away completely from your South Node. You're meant to balance it with your North Node, right? So if you're somebody who, because you didn't know how to not have a family of 50 kids and get stuck in the house this lifetime to achieve your Capricorn North Node, instead you just became like someone who hates children or something, knock on all the woods, then the collective would feel that. And they'd be like, dude, what's wrong with, soul Z23 over there? Like, what the frick? I don't think we have letters and numbers for our souls, but you know what I mean? They're just like what? So you go from being like one of the best like family people we've ever seen in our collective to like being cruel to kids. Like, what the frick is that? Like, our souls, our higher selves are naturally going to feel that, and we're going to be looking at you like Inception, when they realize that the dream people realize that the live people are in the dream and they all turn and look at them. That's what the collective is like. What? This isn't you. We're not letting you off the hook. Like, you're more evolved than this. Like, you're an amazing person. What? Like, some of you also have Libra South Node. So you come from knowing beauty and harmony and diplomacy and, really loving your look, your body, who you are, loving your family, loving your different spiritual and social identifiers and things. And so to see you like not embracing yourself, not enjoying life, not bringing harmony, things like that, is like, what? So don't lose. I'm just feeling big South Node here. Whatever your South Node is, go to that and keep the gifts of that as you go to your North Node. Try to let go of any bitter energy. There's a lot of Venus in this spread here, so I think there's that energy of, if I don't get what I want, I turn into a person that I'm not, kind of vibe. Okay, we went in a lot, but there's so many nuances to your guys' thing, and you have such a beautiful energy when you do feel in alignment with yourself, that I really wanted to break that down. Okay, oh my gosh. I really wanted to break that down. Two of Pentacles reverse. I always see this kind of like a Three of Pentacles, because it seems like it's making this triangle here as well. Yeah, so this is saying your financial decisions and how you choose to take care of your body and how you choose to go about getting your finances is one of the biggest ways to either lose yourself or gain yourself. Yeah. So make sure you make really good decisions and again, this is what you want versus what is expected of you, okay? You guys need some kind of financial autonomy to find a way to be secure yourself. There's like a balance that needs to be taken between what is serious and what is play, like what is just a joke. I think there's things that are very serious that you guys are like, it's no big deal, whatever. I don't care about these things. Maybe to this reading, you're just like, whatever, it's just entertainment. I don't have to listen if I don't want. But then things that are lighthearted, you take very seriously. Like over here, when personal celebrations, and we should just be laughing and celebrating ourselves or another, then we're taking those very seriously and get upset about that. So there's some kind of weird thing where it's saying to switch your emphasis. You take things like social dynamics or whatever it is that aren't serious way to heart, and you judge yourself by that, and then that makes you very hurt and bitter, and it changes who you are. But then things that are serious, we brush off as if it's not important, and so we don't get the growth we need. Okay, anything else here? They're saying you can do it. Strength card, you can do it. This might feel like a lot, but I mean, this is your own beautiful soul, your own beautiful face, your own beautiful life. You're able to accomplish this task. You can recreate yourself here. You can forge here. They're like forging the sword out of the fire here. You can accomplish this. So if it feels like a lot to chew, take it bit by bit by bit. And more as you release what is not you. Some of you, like here, we don't have the lady suppressing the lion's mouth. We have the lion and the person being one, okay, and being ready to roar over here. So the more and more you cut off what's not you, cut out, and then add and grow and increase what is you, the more you'll find this internal harmonic balance, okay? But you guys, you'll do good, okay? You'll do good. There's just some earth stuff, some earth wants, desires, and, kind of things kind of getting in the way, but you have some very high vibe, beautiful energy here. So don't forget that too, okay? That's what I'm seeing. We're done with the video. I'm seeing 555 as well. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.